our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. Like somebody wanting to get elected, and the only way he's going to do it is to start a war with Iran.
The president also threatened to target 52 Iranian sites, some of them important to Iran and the Iranian culture.
I believe that he will attack Iran sometime prior to the election because he thinks that's the only way he can get elected.
Overnight, President Trump doubling down on striking cultural sites in Iran.
Isn't it pathetic?
At this point, it's just a given that anything Donald Trump says or tweets, well, there's a prior speech or tweet that completely contradicts the vitriol he's currently spewing. Whether it's Obama golfing,
he played more golf last year than Tiger Woods,
or Obama's policy in regards to Iran.
I predict there's a very good chance that we'll end up in a war with Iran, because I think it's politically possibly a positive for Obama, even though it's not a good thing for our country.
Or Obama really doing anything. There's always a tweet that exposes the hypocrisy of the man hell-bent on leading us into a new conflict. So what has changed since his prior views? Why all of a sudden has President Trump carried forth the very same prophecy that he accused President Obama of trying to do? Well, could it be a way to wrap himself in lead when he tries to bulldoze his way through 2020 and the impeachment trial? Well, probably. Or could it be that this was a very strategic approach to foreign policy and was executed with the best interest of everyone involved in mind? Well, that option would depend on whether the man who is calling the shots was even familiar with the people he was targeting.
Are you familiar with General Soleimani?
Yes. Go ahead. Give me a little. Go ahead. Tell me.
He runs the Quds forces.
Yes. Okay. Right.
Do you expect
and I
his
think the
behavior?
Kurds, by the way, have been horribly mistreated by us.
No, not the Kurds. The Quds forces.
I'm going to go with the first of the options. That Trump knows too well that nothing rallies Americans quite like war.
Are you suggesting that President Trump pulled the trigger and had Qasem Soleimani killed as a distraction from impeachment?
I think people are reasonably asking about the timing.
When you look at the recent military efforts of the United States abroad, hindsight tells us the decisions made to invade Afghanistan and Iraq weren't the best idea. But at the time, in 2001, around 80% of Americans backed the overthrow of the Taliban in Afghanistan. 2 years later, about 7 in 10 Americans supported the invasion of Iraq to topple Saddam Hussein. These decisions are met with scrutiny today, especially when reports emerge concerning the goings-on in those places that were hidden from the public. But here we are, with conflict escalating in Iran, and the same rhetoric used to drum up the beat of war and garner public support pre-Iraq is on repeat. It's truly a bizarre thing, to me at least. I mean, I've had several first-hand conversations with conservatives who lived through Iraq and Afghanistan, who pushed back against proposals to end something like student debt or offer free healthcare with the impulsive, "How will we pay for that?" only to say nothing when the purse strings are torn open for more conflict. Trump literally bragged about $2 trillion, and not one of those same sources who lambasted Bernie Sanders or AOC for their proposals to fight climate change as unattainable and unrealistic said anything about this. There's something about war, especially when the targets look a certain way. As the late George Carlin put it so effortlessly,
"We can bomb the shit out of your country, all right? Huh? We can bomb the shit out of your country, all right? Especially if your country is full of brown people."
That has a lot of Americans shelve the issue that was previously garnering their attention and refocus it on another issue, which is exactly what Donald wants. Why?
Like somebody wanting to get elected, and the only way he's going to do it is to start a war with Iran.
Want to see more videos like this? Then subscribe to the TYT channel below, and don't forget to become a TYT member. Get access for as little as $4.99 a month. Download the TYT Plus app on your phone or head over to tyt.com/join today.